Hi, HBF Church family. It's Brian. Just coming to you this Tuesday afternoon. It's hard to believe it's already Tuesday, and that's partially why I wanted to get with you. There's a lot going on here at HBF, and I'm so glad that we were able to have a little family vacation last week. Thank you to everybody who's filled in the gaps, and it was a great time coming out of church in the park. I know that Bob did a great job last week, Bob Hall, on Wednesday night, and then this past Sunday, great testimony. I was able to watch both Doug Pearson and Bob Weston speak, and that was an anointed message, an anointed time Sunday. And wow, great message. If you did not hear that, you need to get on and HBF Cast and find that video under our listen section and watch it or listen to that sermon. That was very good. So I want to thank everybody who stood in the gap, and also just let you know some things coming up this week, because lots going on. And just a reminder that this coming Wednesday night will be, of course, Fun in the Sun will continue. Shout out to Brady Barnes and the crew that are helping really have a great time with our children as we go into the VBS season here in just a few weeks. It's a great time of fun and fellowship and a good time on Wednesday night with the kids. But also this coming Wednesday, the adults. Of course, we meet every Wednesday. We're going through right now, finishing up looking at the Millennium. But this week we're taking a break, and Doug Pearson's going to be here with us, and you're going to want to hear him. He's going to be able to unplug a little bit more, get a little bit more detail on what's been going on with him, and also just encourage us in the Word. He's always encouraging. So I hope you can make it out for that. That would be really good, not just for you, but it would be good for him, as Doug and Bethany have been serving so faithfully under difficult circumstances and seeing some really good fruit. Just a reminder, too, to be praying for the team from Midtown who is on the ground this week, led by Andrew Ong. And just be praying for Andrew and all that God's doing there with that group in Vietnam. Also, just as we continue to think about what's coming up, this coming Saturday is the men's breakfast. You don't want to forget that. If you're part of the last one, you know it was a good time. And if you haven't made it out yet, at 8:30, we'll be having breakfast at HBF in the Common Grounds room. Dave's going to have some good food prepared for us, as he did last month. And then we'll have a little time of devotion. Now, at 9:30, we'll be done. And we can, if you would like, especially some of you men, if you'd like to be part of some construction, we're doing some just light framework for some VBS props. Randy could use our help with that. So those that have some tools, maybe some sawzalls, some staplers or power nailers type of things, lightweight. We more like finished nailers, not the kind that you need to put roofing on, but more like finished nailers, things like that. Randy will have some tools as well, but just plenty of things to do to prep for VBS. So if you could come out after the men's breakfast, that would be great too. Also at 9 o'clock, they'll be starting. Those that aren't part of the men's breakfast will be launching into prepping for the workday for VBS. So 8:30 breakfast, men's breakfast, Bible and breakfast at HBF. So hopefully you can make that. That'll be a good time. The Word. Well, first of all, we'll have some food, then we'll have some fellowship, and we'll have a good time around a short devotion in the Word of God. So we're looking forward to that. And also on Sunday, we'll be transitioning from Acts 17 to Acts 18 as Paul makes his way to the church at Corinth. So you'll want to be there to hear about that as well. So a lot going on in people's lives as well at HBF. So continue to pray and to love one another. It's good to be back. My family had a great time last week in South Dakota, and appreciate everybody who stood in the gap and filled in for us as we were out. It was a good time. I highly recommend the Badlands, the Black Hills, Mount Rushmore, the whole thing. It was excellent. So good to be back. Good to be looking forward to all that God's doing. We've had good responses at the altar calls the last several weeks, and God's working in people's lives. So be praying for those that are coming and inviting. And remember to invite some young people, some children and friends, family to the VBS, and get them registered online, and make sure that we're continuing to fish for men. There's a lot of work to get done before the Lord returns. We'll talk more about that Sunday morning. So God bless you. I'll see you soon.